Welcome to Michigan Out of Doors and Happy New Year. Here we are in 2017, and we have a tradition that we've been doing for a few years now when we enter into the new year here on the show.
That's right. We kind of take a look back at really all the great things that our state has to offer. We're going to go month by month and just show you a little snapshot of just all the great things that we have here in the state of Michigan when it comes to hunting, fishing, trapping, the shooting sports. So much great stuff here in the state of Michigan, so you stay tuned. I'm Jimmy Gretzinger.
And I'm Jenny Olson, and it's time for Michigan Out of Doors.
From the first spring rains to the soft summer breeze, dancing on the pine forest floor, the autumn colors catch your eyes. Here come the crystal winter skies. It's Michigan, Michigan out of doors. Someday our children all will see this is their finest legacy, the wonder and the love of Michigan. As the wind comes whispering through the trees, the sweet smell of nature's in the air. From the Great Lakes to the quiet stream, shining like a sportsman's dream, it's the love of Michigan we all share.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by Country Smokehouse, offering a variety of meat products. Country Smokehouse is located 3 miles south of I-69 on M53, just south of Imlay City. Country Smokehouse is a meat processor, a butcher, and a destination for sportsmen. By Greenstone Farm Credit Services, making recreational land ownership possible across Michigan and northeast Wisconsin. Begin your land financing journey at one of Greenstone's 37 locations or visit greenstonefcs.com.
Michigan-based Vanguard has manufactured optics, hunting packs, and accessories for over 30 years. Discover all of our most recent innovations at vanguardworld.us.
7.5 maybe.
A keeper?
That's a keeper. Yeah. You can tell where he's been bit by a pike or a big bass. See these spots right here? Mm-hmm. He healed from it a number of years ago. That's a gill. There's a nice one.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a nice one. There's an 8-incher. That fills up the hand real good.
Very nice. The first hour or so was a little slow, but things seemed to pick up right away. And I asked Ray why they don't use fish finders that are so prevalent today.
Probably, I don't like a cable going down the hole.
Okay.
And I see guys struggle with that occasionally. The guy I watched, the charter boat fisherman that was fishing on Millhouse the other day, was every time he got a fish on, he'd lift the cable out of the water. He was fishing on his knees. And I just don't care for that. I just like, and the longer the pole, the harder that is. He had a short pole with a reel. Yep. And he was fishing 17 feet of water, so you need a reel or hand-over-hand motion. But it was basically, these are a lot more fun. You've seen me intentionally not pulling these fish out as quickly as I can because that's the fun part of fishing.
We're on Hubbard Lake today, chasing some walleye. We're off the deep water. We're off the drop-off in the deep water, set up in around 50 to 60 feet of water, and a lot of walleyes, good eaters, ranging in 15 to probably 21-inch range. And we have been getting into some giant perch, up to 16 inches, and they get up to over 2 pounds. So we're hoping to get in a couple of those today too.
Hubbard Lake can often be overlooked as a quality fishing lake because, well, let's face it, it's pretty hard to get to. But this northern Michigan gem is home to some great fishing.
Today we're fishing Hubbard Lake. It's in northern Alcona County. It's 7 miles long, roughly 3 miles wide, about 9,000 acres. It's a really deep lake. Its average depth is probably around 40 feet. It has a really sharp break all the way around the lake. There's a drop off that goes about 15 foot down to about 40, all the way around the lake. So they got 3 big basins. You have East Bay, you have North Bay, and you have the south end. And people fish all over the lake, and there's incredible fishing for walleyes in many different locations. First one's always the best one.
The fish were definitely moving through. The gear these guys use is very similar to what you'd use for walleyes. Any 26 or 28-inch medium action rod is fine, but the reels need to be a little higher quality with a good solid drag for those long runs these fish are known for out here. Whoa! Oh my goodness. This is so fun. Matt and I are sitting in here.
And you've seen them.
Well, yeah, he said, oh, something just came through and kicked up a big cloud of dust in the sand. Oh, he's right here, he's right here. Oh, he was right there.
Oh, a little more, a little more.
It's gonna take a long time. I had him right there about 10 times.
Got him!
Nice.
You don't get him away from the hole.
Yes. Oh my goodness, look at that. Talk about perfect, eh?
Good job.
Oh my gosh, thanks you guys. This is so much fun.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
We're catching these lake trout through the ice in how many feet of water are we in? Like 4 or 5?
You guys are about
3?
Yeah.
3 to 4 feet of water.
This is crazy.
They're one of the apex predators, so they're
Unbelievable. It truly is unbelievable that we were fishing in 3 to 5 feet of water and catching these big lakers.
After what seemed like forever, we opted to try and take the shot where the bird was, which meant opening that side window, then trying to move me, the camera, Brett, the bow, and hope that the bird wasn't behind a tree. So we started the process.
Let me try. Yeah. Okay, he's got his butt to us. I gotta put this right here. Hands up for a second. Okay, got him whenever you can. Oh, sorry. Ready? Hang on. Yep. Got him. I think you made a good shot, man. Oh, holy cow, how long is he here?
Nice. Is that your first bird with a bow or no?
That'd be my second.
Second.
Yeah.
Nice
First
job.
one sitting in the sand though, or blind like that, so it's fun. Good times.
Boy, he
made us work for it.
yes, he did.
It's the first time I've ever shot any animal sitting on someone's lap, pretty much.
Special thanks to both Brett and Nate. We had a great time, got to see a new Michigan-made product, met some new friends, and punched a tag. A perfect day in Michigan's out of doors.
We are in southeastern Michigan in a town called Saline, spelled S-A-L-I-N-E. It's just south of Ann Arbor. We're probably at any given point in time about 20 minutes from downtown Ann Arbor. This is kind of a unique spot. Me and my daughter have been hunting here for 8 years, and one unique characteristic I think of the spot is the fact that we have been able to find mushrooms here, morels specifically, for the past 8 years in a pretty regular numbers. I'm not sure what it all has to do with just the soil, but I have a feeling that it has a lot to do with the animals that are in the area, the turkey, the deer, I think all of that contributes to our success. And we're finding it in a sandy, loamy soil. Typically when the moisture content is really high after a good storm, we're finding that the moisture and the heat really make them pop. Like I said, there's a lot of scat in the area from deer and from turkey. So I don't know if it's any one particular condition or one particular attribute that's making us successful year over year, but I'm just finding that, that it's producing on a regular basis. And I've gone to other areas, Gladwin, Michigan, I found a couple, but not in the numbers. I've been to Atlanta, where I learned how to pick morels at first, and not finding the quantity that we are finding here.
There was certainly no lack of mushrooms where we were hunting today, and it seemed like every time you would look down, you would find a few more. Although this is a great piece of property for finding morels, what the hunt means to this father goes beyond what ends up in the frying pan.
Last week found me in Standish at a spot I like to frequent, Wheeler's Restaurant. Today I was joining Randy Strauss on a woodcock banding trip, which is always a lot of fun.
And how did these guys end up here with you today?
Carl bought a banding trip at the Rough Grouse Society, bid on it and won it, so that's what we're doing.
And how did I get conned into this deal?
You volunteered.
Oh, that's right. Any birds out there today?
Hopefully. We'll see what we can find.
Been a slow spring so far?
Yes, it has.
Okay.
We'll do the best we can.
All right. How many dogs we're going to have down?
We're going to have 3 at a time down.
All right. Let's go get them.
All right.
Joining Randy today was Bill Mulson, Bob Zen, Carl Myers, and Dave Ames. Now, in banding woodcock, the first part of the equation is the dog. These have to be certified and tested dogs. They may have to hold point for quite a while, and you want to make sure that they don't bust in on a brood of chicks and injure them. Now, we surprisingly found our first nest pretty quickly and had a hen in plain sight. Now, you do try to net the hen if possible and band her as well. However, the first priority is to find the chicks and be very careful where you step. Finding these little chicks can be very tough. Now, a nest can have up to 4 chicks, and much time is spent looking to see if all 4 chicks are with the hen. Then it's carefully grabbing them and getting a band on one of their legs.
Look at that little thing.
Much like a morel mushroom hunter, the banders seem to just know what to look for. These little chicks are tough to spot, and when they are not moving, they can be almost invisible to the untrained eye. Our first brood we found had all 4 chicks.
Okay, Randy, what are we going to do now?
We're going to band the chicks. Make sure you never leave the band or the bag open, because they'll walk right out.
And how old do you figure these are?
A day old.
Day old.
They're
just hold on to them.
They're had sometime last night, I'd say.
Last night.
Wow. I can tell you in a minute.
Well, the day has been, it was a little slow, but we're kind of getting back into them now a little bit. And like Jenny was just saying, we don't get a chance to do this very often, get all of us together on the boat. And so whether we caught fish or not, we were going to have a good day. But Captain's put us on some nice fish today. The rain held off. Can't ask for a whole lot more, and this fish is taking more than it's given, so that's good. What I like about these is they hit so close to the boat so many times. I remember the first time I was muskie fishing, I couldn't believe how you could see so many of the baits right there in the wash, you know, the prop wash.
Jenny's first fish today hit the down rod, which was right next to the prop wash, which was what my grandfather was famous for, is running lures right in the prop wash. Muskies are curious.
They are.
Oh my God! Look at that, Fred.
That's a fish right there. Yeah, baby.
Check
Whoa!
him out. He's showing up today.
Now that is a Lake St. Clair trophy.
That's a Mr. Muskie Charter fish right there. That's a good fish.
Yeah. Beauty.
This big male ended up at about 49 inches, maybe 50 if you squint a little. We had a solid day today, 5 fish and a morning trip. You know the fishing has gotten so good that what is really an average day of muskie fishing on Lake St. Clair, well, it's better than anywhere else in the world. If you can, come down here and try your hand at catching some of these awesome fish here in Michigan's Out of Doors.
Yep, we're out here 48 miles offshore from Marquette at Standard Rock. We got here right at sunrise, right at 6 o'clock in the morning. We're out here do a little fun fishing. We got some friends on board. I got my wife on board, and it's just an absolutely beautiful day, 4th of July weekend out here, and doesn't get much better than this. When you're jigging 150 feet down and you're in a lot of small fish, every time you get a nibble, you don't want to have to bring that bait up and check it and make sure you still have meat on there. That sucker is nice and tough. It's very tough. It's very hard for the fish to get off the hook. So that's another reason we like to use that. So typically 3-ounce jigs, white tails, and a big chunk of sucker, and put that thing right on the bottom in the right spot, and that's the ticket out there.
Nice. Holy cow.
Now that is what you came here for.
Wow, biggest fish I've ever caught. Holy cow. What a monster.
Standard Rock is known for producing master angler-sized lake trout, and with one in the boat, we were hoping to find a couple more. A good graph is essential for this fishery and can make all the difference when it comes to finding big fish.
You know, it's a perfect fit for Consumers Energy because we have our 6 hydroelectric dams along the Au Sable. And even though this is a legendary race that's been here since 1947, we've actually been on the river longer than that. These dams were built between 1911 and 1924, and they serve actually an important purpose during the race because they're used as timing spots for the racers. The racers know when they need to be at a particular dam at a particular time to be competitive, and they're tracked along the way, but they portage their canoes across each of the 6 dams, beginning at the Mile Dam. That'll happen about 2 a.m. this morning, and then they'll follow up with the next 5 dams until they reach Oscoda. So it's really important. It's also, these dams are a fantastic place for spectators to actually view the race. They can stop at these things, and thousands of people actually congregate at the dams and watch the canoers come through. So it's really a fantastic race. Consumers Energy couldn't be prouder to be a sponsor of this year's Au Sable Canoe Marathon.
Very few marathons are destined to become instant classics, but this was one of them. The top 2 canoes battled all night, and from Mayo Dam on were neck and neck through the next 5 dams. Mere inches separated the 2 canoes. Coming to the line, it was the team of Prue and Halstead that just edged out the defending champion and denied him his 10th consecutive victory. Congratulations to Christoph Prue and Ryan Halstead, who not only got his first win, but also earned the Iron Paddler Award in the same year. If you've never been up to see this great race, then put it on your calendar for next year. It's one of the great Michigan traditions since 1947.
Draw back. Watch him. Watch him. You just smoked a big one. You just smoked a big one.
I want to cry.
You just smoked a big one. You just smoked a big one.
I don't know how that worked out. All the training and everything just for a moment like that, and it pays off, and it's such a blessing to be able to be out in the woods and to share moments like that with my husband is incredible, and just something I never take for granted, and it's definitely a great part of being in Michigan.
He's so nice. Oh my God, he's heavy. Oh my goodness. Wow. This is a nice, deer. Oh my gosh. Perfect shot on him too. He did not go far.
After our evening hunt, we hit the road and headed down to Dick Huvar's auto dealership for their 5th annual buck pull. It seemed like most hunters had a slow couple of days so far, but there were still a few dandy bucks hanging on the pole.
Kim Jugowitz, Jenny Olson. We're here again at the buck pull at Dick Huvar.
Yes, 5th year in a row.
This is amazing.
It is. It just gets bigger every year.
I can't believe it. I mean, I don't know of any other buck pull that I've ever been to that has live band and stuff for the kids to do. And
we started out with the family theme in process, and every year we just add more and more. This year we've got the s'more station for the kids, so with more, the bounce house, we got everything, ceramics. There's just so much to do. And even though it's been a weird year with the weather, again, not quite typical hunting weather in Michigan, we don't have as many deer, but we've got just as many people coming out because there's so much to do.
Yes,
yeah.
It's become kind of a community staple.
Yes.
People look forward to this.
Yes. We get phone calls starting October. When's the buck pull? Which cracks me up because it's always opening day and the day after. So it's the same days every year.
It's just so cool. It's fun to be here. There's such a good energy here, big bonfire.
Yes. And the vendors that come out and sponsor, they just want to keep adding more and more stuff to it every year, and we love it. Yeah. What we did this year is we made sure that every hunter got a prize, no matter what. So whether they scored high or not, everybody's getting a prize.
Speaking of hunters, Doug Schmidt was here with a beautiful 8-point.
It looked like the biggest and last elk in the herd was the bull that Pat was looking for. Well, the guys could see that the bull was hit. We didn't really know where, but most of the crew felt pretty good about the shot. There definitely was some tense moments trying to see just where Pat had hit the bull, or if he had hit it at all. So after a bit, the guys started to track the bull, and sure enough, there was some decent blood. But with being such a big animal, they can really go a long way. So after a few hours, the guys were able to find Pat's once-in-a-lifetime monster Michigan bull.
I do. Up down there. Straight through there. There's something looks like a big body.
Every year we try to get to this part of the state to chase these incredible animals. It's a different hunt to be sure. You can sit and wait them out, you can drive and then spot and stalk, you can walk all day and follow fresh tracks. However you choose, the elk hunt in Michigan is a very special thing that many of us will only watch on TV or hear about from a buddy. But I would encourage you to maybe find your way to Gaylord or Atlanta next year during this hunt. Head to the check station or wait downtown at the Elk Pole in Atlanta. Seeing these big animals is worth the drive. And hey, any excuse to be in this part of the state, well, it's a good one. Thanks to the hunters and Kevin Johnson for letting us tag along. What a great couple of days in the big woods of northern Michigan.
Thanks for joining us this week for Michigan Out of Doors. If you get a chance next time you're online, make sure you check out our website at michiganoutofdoorstv.com. You can check out recipes, older episodes, or even this week's episode again there, or on our Facebook page at Michigan Out of Doors TV. We're on there every few days letting you know where we are and where we're headed next, and we do have some fun stuff coming up for you here in the new year.
That's right. As we get into the new year, we're going to have a lot of brand new episodes, and of course, January means ice fishing, rabbit hunting, coyote hunting, all sorts of fun stuff, so make sure you're joining us. And hey, if we don't see you in the woods or on the water, hopefully we'll see you right here next week on your PBS station.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by Showspan, producing consumer shows including the Ultimate Fishing Show Detroit, January 12th through 15th at Novi's Suburban Collection Showplace. The show features fishing tackle, trips, boats, and seminars on all Michigan game fish. The Ultimate Fishing Show, Novi, January 12th through 15th. By the Michigan chapters of Safari Club International. For over 40 years, SCI has been protecting hunters' rights and promoting wildlife conservation here in Michigan and around the world. SCI chapter locations can be found on the web at firstformichigan.org. By Pictured Rocks Boat Cruises of Munising, exploring Lake Superior's Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore with its sandstone cliffs, caves, waterfalls, and lighthouses. Pictured Rocks Boat Cruises on the web at picturedrocks.com. Closed captioning is provided by Marvo Mineral, makers of Lucky Buck, deer management products including minerals to supplement deer diets year-round to improve health and antler growth.
When I wander far away, a dream stays with me night and day. It's the road that leads to my home state. I am a Michigan man. Changing seasons paint the scene like rainbow trout in a hidden stream. The white-tailed deer in the tall pine trees. I am a Michigan man. I am a Michigan man. Ask where I'm from and I'll show you my hands. Lord above, I love this land. I am a Michigan man. From the Keweenaw down to St. Joe, Kalamazoo, east to Monroe, to St. Marie and back again. I am a Michigan man. I am a Michigan man. Ask where I'm from and I'll show you my hands. Lord above, I love